with a heavy emphasis on secrecy, passwords, oaths, and rituals. So you see, while I come down so hard on that Freemasonry shit, do you see that? And Greek fraternities and all that talk about secrecy, passwords, oaths, and rituals is inhumane. It's dismissive of everybody's right to information. Nothing done in secret from the collective of us who are all oppressed will ever do us any good. Again, with a heavy emphasis on secrecy, passwords, oaths, and rituals. Their purpose was, by intimidating Negroes, agents of carpetbag governments, and quote-unquote unpatriotic Southerners, to return control of all local government functions to white supremacists, and to reestablish in substance the system of social norms and folkways that had existed before the war. It would be foolish, however, to take the reactionary rhetoric of white quote-unquote redemption at face value. What was being established by force was, in fact, a new order in which, for example, blacks would be ousted from the industrial or craft jobs they had held before the war, and this formerly despised quote-unquote nigger work turned over to whites seeking employment. Y'all get it, right? Indeed, the ideology of redemption went beyond mere racism to a sort of Southern Zionism in which the values of work, self-government, militant self-defense, and communal regeneration were discovered. With this ideological underpinning, using classical guerrilla hit-and-run techniques, and supported by a probable majority of the white population, the rebels were entirely successful. Blacks were frightened or beaten into staying away from the polls, dissolving their political organizations, and returning to passive subservience. Carpetbaggers who strayed away from the state capitals into the countryside were driven out of state, beaten, or in some cases assassinated. The machinery of Reconstruction government was disrupted by sabotage, and those white Southerners who had thought about giving their allegiance to the Republican coalition thought again and declared it illegitimate in a pattern which has since become familiar. Those who dared violate traditional taboos were hounded out of the South. All right? So keep thinking that the current Democratic, Republican, two-party, or independent, all that, gives a hell about your black ass. Keep thinking it. Exactly. January 6th, 2021. Where you think they got it from? What you think they be reading? What you think they quote to each other? What do you think they doing? Rehash. A rerun. Why is it a rerun? Because it's allowed to. Because we allow it to. Because again, y'all think the dudes who quote that RBG shit, that red, black, and green shit, that all brothers is going to unite and do what we going to do, that bullshit philosophy without studying these people is enough. When I'm telling you, we at war, we at war. So no, we ain't got time to be spending no money on no damn museum.